What's up, Christy? One Love Fellowship for Followers of Christ. So, I wanted to get a lot of things done, but there's a very strong energetic shift going on right now, and I'm experiencing quite a bit of fatigue as a result of that. And every time I start berating myself for not getting up and being productive, all I keep hearing in my head is that it's important for me to rest right now because I am actually integrating energies and getting information that's important, will be very important later on down the line, and that it's best for me to rest right now. So I'm doing what I'm being guided to do. And what I don't understand is humans who somehow feel this weird sense of superiority, like somehow you have the authority to judge me. And I feel like it's because you feel judged in my presence, even though I'm not the one judging you. It's your own judgment of yourself reflecting back onto you because you're witnessing someone who is being what you pretend to be. And it reveals the fraudulence in your persona. And I'm not talking to anyone specific or in particular. This is a repeating energy that I encounter in my life. Individuals who wish to portray themselves as someone of a certain level, but they don't want to actually take the steps necessary to be that in real life. And they get upset when someone comes along who actually strives to be what they claim to be. You know, even to the point of being willing to admit their own flaws and faults because they don't want to be a hypocrite, because they don't want to be a liar, because they don't want to be a fraud. You know, there are a lot of things in my past that I'm not proud of. There's a lot in my history that, dare I say, I might feel shame over, although I have worked through all of those feelings and now I've released that. I don't feel that anymore because it's senseless to feel shame over something that has already taken place that I, likely had no control over in the moment in which it took place, and B, have no control over now because it's already happened. It can't be changed. All I can do now is take what I learned from that and use it moving forward to do good things for others. So to me, it's like, as long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I shouldn't have any reason to feel shame. Not that I feel pride or justification for some of the choices that I've made, just that I worked through and released the shame, the guilt, the blame, the negativity, because it was holding me back. And it's just crazy to me that, do your feet taste good? He likes to eat his own feet. Anyway, it's just crazy to me that people are envious of what? What are you envious of? Do you see how hard my life is? A lot of you actively participate in, whatever, to make it as hard as it possibly can be because you feel that I've been given some sort of an advantage that you think is unfair. And so in your mind, because you want to be the judge, because you perceive me as being the judge, even though I personally have no desire to judge, even if that's my place, please stop, babes. Even if somehow that calling is over my life to judge mostly situations, mostly circumstances, mostly institutions, mostly, practices that underlie all of these choices that individuals make that are harmful. Less so the individuals making the choices, more so the institutions that indoctrinate the individuals to make those choices, and the individuals who intentionally, willingly, knowingly keep those institutions running. That's who I'm really judging, if anything. But because you feel judged in my presence, even when I'm not judging you, you turn around and project that judgment onto me, which I find completely absurd because, not to be rude, but how dare you? How dare you judge me when you could not handle walking one day in my shoes? Seriously. And why on earth would you be envious of someone who has been betrayed by literally every human being they have ever encountered? Okay, that's exaggerating. I apologize for the exaggeration. Hyperbole is a second language to me. Sometimes it feels like my native tongue. But truly, the majority of individuals I have ever encountered have betrayed me in some capacity, especially those who were the closest to me and who I loved the most. Why would you envy that? Why would you envy a life where I can't trust anyone, even my own mother? Why would you envy a life where I have literally no one to turn to because even my own government is out to get me, apparently? As crazy as it sounds, I don't like to sound paranoid, but sometimes truth is truth, you know? Like, you can only create these conditions so that you can call people crazy so much until someone breaks through who isn't crazy, who clearly has their faculties about them, and yet it's still true that these things are occurring. So, okay, whatever. So for all of the people out there who watch whatever the footage is, whatever the feed is, all of the, dark web nonsense, like apparently someone has released a sex tape of me, which is basically film of me being raped while I was unconscious. And some of you watch this and you judge. Why are you judging me when you're literally watching footage of a crime? Why are you doing that? Why are you okay with that? Why are you okay with witnessing someone's rights being violated and not doing anything at all to help that person? You need to ask yourselves that question, because honestly, if anything, all this experimentation has proven is how sick and twisted the average human psyche truly is. So the majority of people out there who are walking around with no mental health diagnosis whatsoever are the ones who actually are the most unstable. And that's a very, very sobering thought. So I wasn't planning to take it there, but I'm getting a lot of energy projected onto me right now. And I just wanted to pop in and say hi. Hi. I don't know why you feel the way you feel, but you can please go feel that way towards someone else, because I already have enough on my plate. And nothing you throw at me is going to stop me. It's only going to make me stronger. The farther you push me down, the higher up I'm going to rise. I've proven that time and time and time and time again. Lifetime after lifetime, actually. And it's kind of absurd for you to continue attempting to push me down. Like, it's literally like you're playing a game of never-ending whack-a-mole and refusing to accept the fact that no matter which part you force down, it's only going to cause another part to rise up. In fact, sometimes it causes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 others to rise up for your one effort to push one down. So, I don't know, maybe think about that. My dog is being weird now, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this short, 757. I don't know who this will help, if it'll help anyone at all, but I hope it helps someone today. Just remember, you are loved. You are forgiven. In spite of yourselves, you can be saved. No matter who you are, no matter where you are, no matter what you've done, no matter what's been done to you, especially if it was done to you and you chose not to do it to anyone else. You can repent. You can repair. You can be redeemed. Much love.